Alright, finally, a video that I was holding myself back from making since the preseason. A video dedicated towards the play of Bol Bol. You see, I needed a decent enough sample size to fully buy into Bol's impressive play, at least 10 games, but wow, did he show out in his 10th game. I'm recording this right after a gut-wrenching loss to the Kings at the buzzer today, but Bol shined, scoring 23 points while going a perfect 11 for 11 from the field until he missed one right at the end of overtime. He played the entire fourth quarter and overtime. I made some unreal plays like the step back 3 right here. I've seen enough to believe that Bol's impressive play is sustainable. He's yet to have a bad game in 15 preseason and regular season games so far. He hasn't looked lost or out of place on the court, not even for a single minute. Something that might surprise Denver Nuggets fans. Bol Bol came into training camp receiving high praises from his teammates, but I took that with a pinch of salt. He shined during preseason, but that still wasn't enough to convince me. Magic fans have been duped multiple times from players who stood out in the preseason only to revert back to type when the regular season hit. But now, 10 games in, Bol has shown enough to prove that he belongs in the NBA, holding his own when matched up one-on-one against the likes of Steph Curry and Shai, playing meaningful fourth quarter minutes and not making mistakes, accepting and thriving when asked to run plays as a point forward, showing out at Madison Square Garden, leading the Magic in net rating. It's not delusional anymore to believe that Bol has a future in the NBA as at least a rotational player. The 22-year-old has bounced around the league in a short career so far. I thought the Magic were just going to be another one of his random pit stops before his NBA career fizzled out. But to Bol's credit, it looks like the opposite is happening and he has finally found a home in Orlando. He's posting career highs all across the board, currently putting up 11 and 7 with 70, 38, 83 shooting splits. His advanced stats have also looked godly. He leads the team in net rating of 3 and also leads the league in block percentage. It's an extremely small sample size, I know, but his play looks sustainable and I'll explain just why in this video. There's been a lot of surprising aspects about Bol's game that stood out, like his timing on rebounds, ability to contest seemingly any shot within his vicinity, ability to guard multiple positions, and finishing around the basket even through contact. His impact on defense has been immense because his team's defensive rating increases nearly 15 points when he's off the floor. On offense, he's showcasing flashes of his pre-draft unicorn label by bringing the ball up on the fast break and pulling up or taking it straight to the rack. His grab and go ability is just special. He's also shooting floaters that nobody in the world could contest, and I love this fake handoff to a drive move that he's executed multiple times. He also has a surprisingly soft touch around the basket. He's even created plays from the perimeter. Just look at this pass right here. So, how has Bol managed to flip the narrative of his career so far? Well, there's quite a few reasons. First and foremost, Bol has clearly worked on his game and also his conditioning. For a visual example, he wasn't able to pull off this freakish Euro step to floater move with the Nuggets in the past. He would lose balance and fall because of contact. While now, Bol is much more graceful in his movements and is also stronger and capable of absorbing hits to finish through contact. Through 10 games, Bol is shooting a blistering 85% on 4.3 attempts within 5 feet. He's also fairly healthy now, knock on wood. He's dealt with foot and knee problems for almost 3.5 years now and it's hampered his development. Healthy and motivated, Bol is playing with a newfound confidence and the Magic are reaping the benefits of it. It's like Bol realized before the season started that Orlando was likely going to be his last stop and was going to play with house money pretty much. Everyone lost belief in him, there was no pressure, and he had nothing to lose because his stock was as low as it's ever been. Continuing on, it seems like he's finally getting used to playing in his body. What I mean by that is he's much more fluid when he moves with the ball now. Bol is essentially a guard trapped in the center of his body, and it probably took him a while to adapt to his body after he was done growing. You see, this play right here would have been a turnover in the past. He's no longer Bambi on ice on the fast break. Additionally, he's at last utilizing his unique physical gifts to his advantage. He's using his damn near 8-foot wingspan to be a pest on passing lanes and alter every shot in his vicinity. No shot is safe when he's roaming around, it seems. Just look at the amount of ground he makes up with his contest right here. Just unreal. He's not afraid to grab a rebound and bring the ball up on the floor to make a play. Like Wendell last season, sometimes confidence is all you need to break out of your shell to showcase your talent. You gotta give credit to the player development staff and also the coaching staff of the Magic for allowing Bol to freely make mistakes as long as he learns from them. He still struggles with putting the ball on the floor in the half court, running into traffic, but he'll only improve on his drives if he gets more on-ball reps, which the Magic are giving him. Remember, Bol is still extremely raw as an NBA player with minimal experience, playing in important games. He only got to play 8 games in college due to a right foot fracture. He's only had the opportunity to play in the summer league just once in his 4-year career. He's only tallied 60 games and a few less than 500 minutes in the NBA so far. So therefore, we should treat him like a 22-year-old rookie, allow him to freely express his guard-like skills, and let him continue to play with confidence. To touch back on his conditioning, he definitely looks more in shape. He was a little pudgy, when he was with the Nuggets. I guess that was just some baby fat, but yeah, he is much more quicker, and that's down to being in better shape. He's learned to use both his quickness and his long strides to his advantage on drives. Currently, Bol is converting at a near 70% clip on drives to the rim, and that's down to him being able to, take more hits. Tightening up his handles is also a big reason, I have to add. In comparison, he only shot 45% on drives with the Nuggets in 2021. His improved strength and conditioning level ties down to the other reason why he's improved so much, which is an increase in his effort level and his high motor. The biggest knock on Bol's career before this season was his low motor and the belief that he didn't care enough to work hard. Well, it's safe to say that he's beaten the low motor allegations because he's been all over the floor hustling hard for his new team. He's made his presence felt on the court, contesting shots in the paint all over to the 3-point line, crashing the boards, swatting away everything, galloping down the floor doing fast breaks, dunking with authority on putbacks and lobs, rim running. His energy is contagious, and that's how he's earned playing time from Jabal Mosley. The trust from his coach has given him confidence to open up other areas of his game. He isn't afraid to put his body on the line like he was in the past, and that's been a huge reason behind his success so far with the Magic. And another reason behind his hot start is an improved understanding of team basketball now. His overall court awareness and basketball IQ was severely lacking in Denver. It's the reason why the Nuggets gave up on him so early. And while there still is some room to grow in this department, Bol has made leaps and bounds of improvement in his comprehension of pro basketball from his days in Denver. You see, Bol is finally buying into his team's concepts. He's not just standing around waiting for the ball like he was in Denver. He knows how to read the defense now. For instance, right here when he sees an opening after his defender leaves him to help on to Dell down low, he cuts towards the open space and shoots right before Harrison Barnes could recover. Bol is much more active off the ball, cutting towards the dunker spot at the right time to receive dump offs. Another example of his improved IQ is that he actively hunts for mismatches now. As you can see when he calls for the ball when switched on to a smaller Kevin Huerter right here, and also here when he was switched on to Dennis Smith Jr. If you watch some of Bol's Nuggets film, he was always hesitant on what to do. Did he want to pull up or drive and kick? And that slight hesitation caused defenders to reach him and swipe the ball away. With the Magic, he's much more decisive, and that's down to the game slowing down for the 4th-year player now. In addition, he's savvy enough now to attack closeouts because it only takes him 2 steps to get from the corner 3 line to the rim. Bol is finally aware now of what his role should be on a team. It's not only to, spread the floor, protect the rim, and bring energy, but also use the gravity that he commands to find open teammates. He does have tunnel vision at times, but he'll also look to make the right pass. His passes aren't always in line, but his attentions are good. It's crazy how much attention he demands when he drives and even posts up. Teams don't even know what to do because it's so rare for someone his size to move like he does with the ball. Just look at this clip here when he commands a double team and doesn't hesitate to dump it down to Wendell for an open flush. His gravity opens up so many passing lanes for him. Once he fine-tunes his passing skills, then look out because he'll be another playmaking weapon over 6'10" for the Magic to utilize. On defense, he doesn't get caught ball watching as much and makes timely rotations for contests. He has improved significantly on his overall defensive awareness from his Nuggets days, and there's no way that he would have gotten so much playing time so far from Jabal Mosley if he hadn't. Now, rounding off here, Bol is still far from a finished product. He still needs to continue on improving his basketball IQ, and he will with more playing time now. He still can get a little bit reckless at time in the half court. And he also needs to learn to keep the ball in play after blocks and not fall for pump fakes, but that is again down to an experience, and he will improve on that because he's shown to improve so much already in a span of like a year. Bol is shooting 38%, albeit in low volume, from 3 so far, but that is exactly his average for his career. In his first 3 seasons, he was a 38% shooter from deep on 0.7 attempts. His form is still a little bit weird, but the touch is there, as he's shooting 83% from the line this season and has been a near 70% shooter for his entire career. He's also shooting 43% from 3 off the catch, and is looking much more comfortable shooting off the dribble and pull-ups game by game. He has all the tools of being a legit two-way stretch 5, the perfect piece to complement Paolo, Franz, Wendell, and Markel when he comes back. To finish off, the play of Bol Bol has been a pleasant surprise for Orlando Magic fans. We didn't expect Bol to even be in the rotation, let alone start like he has during these past few games. Injuries to some key players have helped, and credit to the 22-year-old for taking full advantage of a new lifeline given to him. He's been such a positive influence on the floor on both ends, to where I honestly believe that we would be winless without him. I want the kid to continue to prove his doubters wrong. There's nothing I love more in sports than a good comeback story. He is, by all accounts, a good person, and he also has a great story behind him because of his father, the late Manute Bol. 10 games into the season, Bol is absolutely balling right now, and long may he continue. Thanks for watching this video. If you're a Bol fan, then welcome to Magic Fanatics. If you like this video, then please like and share it to other friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for all the love, peace, and go Magic.